Transfer ownership, 4 proven techniques. When it becomes personal, it becomes important. Nido Cobain. While customers may often appreciate the beauty of your model home, they usually are not thinking about it being their future home, unless we help them. Our job is to slow them down and help them to imagine living in our home. This is called transferring ownership. Here are a few techniques which will help accomplish this. Number 1, say your. Without being pushy, let's transfer ownership and help them mentally move in as early and as consistently as possible throughout your demonstration. As early as possible in your model demonstration, start replacing the with your. For example, Sales Genius. Your home will include. If the client doesn't push back, then they will begin to enjoy how this sounds and will start imagining living in their brand new home that you are helping them create in their mind's eye. We call this mentally moving in. Number 2, furniture placement. Another way to accomplish this transfer of ownership is to discuss their furniture. For example, ask, Sales Genius, will you be bringing your furniture with you, or will you be starting fresh? If they're bringing it with them, then follow up with this, Sales Genius, how would your furniture work in here? You will see that this is like a Jedi mind trick, and their eyes will look up to the left, I believe, as they go back to their own home and start picturing their own furniture and begin placing it in your model home. Client, let me see. My Barker lounger goes over here, and the bearskin rug should be over there. I jest, of course, about the choice of furniture, but all of us experienced salespeople know that when clients start placing their stuff in your home, it is a great sign. Correct? So all I'm suggesting is that we should engender this to happen proactively every time. By the way, if your client is decorating from scratch, then you would follow up with this, Sales Genius. Can you imagine how you would decorate this space? Or just simply, Sales Genius, how would you decorate this space? The 3 spaces that we humans care the most about and where we should ask this question are where we eat, where we watch TV, and where we sleep. Warning, if you overuse this phrase and ask this question in every room, you may wear your customers out, and they may become suspicious and think that you just read this book. So please save it for the big 3 spaces mentioned where it is the most effective. Number 3, find out what they're thinking. In any potential flex spaces, such as dining rooms, living rooms, lofts, and studies, instead of saying things such as, this is the dining room, or this is an office, find out what they're thinking about how they would utilize this space. Don't tell. Instead, ask. For example, Sales Genius, how would you enjoy this space? Or, what would you do with this space? Once we understand how they plan to enjoy the space you are showing, then you can introduce potential changes to that space if appropriate, such as an open dining room that they plan to use as an office, and you can suggest enclosing and adding doors to create privacy. Number 4, place their family in bedrooms. Instead of labeling bedrooms by number, by the time we get to our secondary bedrooms, let's ask who'll be enjoying each of the rooms. For example, Sales Genius, who will be enjoying this room? This often results in a conversation between them. However, the more they explore this, the more their buying temperature warms to the possibility of this becoming their actual new home. Write down names on their floor plan. When you get back to your office and we sit down to recap, then you'll write their children's names on the bedrooms on the client's floor plan. Sales Genius, I believe you said this would be Jack's room, perfect for all of his footballs, and this is Diane's, ideal for her cheerleading costumes. Sound right? How do you think clients will feel seeing their own family names on the plan? Yes, warm and fuzzy about this home. Hopefully they will move forward with a purchase that day, but if they don't, now at least you have an excellent chance of being on their inclusion list, all because you took the time to make the experience personal.